I can't wait for the next. The old lady is bitching, 'cause I won't answer her text. Can't you see my hands are full? Got some Jaeger and Red Bull. Got a Jaeger bomb. A Jaeger bomb. I could be drinking whiskey. I could be drinking beer. If I could drink responsibly, why the hell would I be here? Watching all the fine ladies out there shaking your ass. The only problem I got now is this empty glass. Drop it in and throw it down. Can I get me another round? I need a Jaeger bomb. Jaeger bomb. Maybe I should stop now, before it gets too late. The bartender gives me the nod. One more would be great. I'm not a fucking idiot. I'll call an Uber, then I'll quit. My last Jaeger bomb. Jaeger bomb. I could be drinking whiskey. I could be drinking beer. If I could drink responsibly, why the hell would I be here? With a Jaeger bomb. Jaeger bomb. Jaeger bomb. Jaeger bomb. Hey man, I'm gonna get me one more. What about you? What the hell? Give me one more.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Thirsty Thursday. How's everybody doing today? All right. Hello, hello, hello. Who we got? All kinds of folks in here today. Hello, hello, hello. Let me get over here. Oh, man. We got Butterbean, Nez, Disco Shell, Lioness. Ooh. Maryland. Kathleen Klein, Nez, Justin, what's going on? Debbie, Joshua, there's RV Davy. I love Lucy. What is going on, folks? Alrighty, that's right. Hey, looky there. It's Boo. It's been a while. How you doing? How you doing? Oh my. Oh me. Oh my. Oh, you got. Oh man, look at this. Stonered. The Reed. Oh man. This is on the beach. Yeah, whatever. Rub it in, why don't you? Kathleen's waiting for me to tell her what's what. What's what? Ooh, starting out with a burp. There we go. Hey, damn it. I can't keep up. There we go. Nope. There. 3 sheets. Hello. It jumps and I can't catch it. Dwayne. There's Billy. No, I'm not on the beach. Trisha's on the beach. She's the lucky one on the beach. Oh my. Let's see. What do we want to do? Now we don't want to do all that. How about we just do that? How about that? Alrighty. Uh-oh. Rumor of my death. Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. That's right. We knew you were still kicking. Oh, they say only the good die young. Oh man, oh man. Well, let's see here. Where am I at? Before we get too far, this is brought to you by that's right. Maximum Effort Productions. Yeehaw. Oh man. Lola's on her phone, so hard to say. Yeah, it is quite difficult when you're on your phone. I usually tune in to what's up, Tom? Yeah, I usually tune into Paula's on the TV downstairs on Wednesdays. And then I jump on the phone to say hello, let her know I'm there, get my brownie points, you know. And yeah, doing stuff on the phone, oh man, is it a pain in the ass? A giant pain in the ass. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that right there. Alrighty. Cindy says, as it was lost in a rush, I will repeat, someone's been drawing and making new intros. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of intro stuff. Actually, I did not draw that. It is a, come on. There's another one. It's just a cartoon program, actually. What is that buzzing? It must be the computer. Something making a god awful noise. Anywho. Oh, someone, yeah. All right. Let's see here. So. Yeah, something worse. I'm going to saw that cartoon on MTV. Nana Cat, what's up? How you doing? On your phone too, yeah. Blue Van Dan. Blue Van Dan's been busy. Done built himself a bed and got some walls up. Man, he's been real busy working on the bus. Working on the bus. Good old Dan. That's right. Mayhem's eating pretzels, getting thirsty. Why has Unstoppable Morgan abandoned YouTube? I don't know. She's posting on Instagram. But yeah. My homie Romy. What up? Trying to catch up here. And, yeah, I'm just going to go over here. And I'm going to start with this Gabby Petito story, which is bombarding YouTube. You kind of can't avoid it. But, yeah, I guess since it's a YouTuber and a van dweller, and we all know how the wheeled wonders is the latest and greatest thing, and everybody's doing it. So, of course, it's very, very popular. And basically, it's a girl and her boyfriend, fiance, whatever, left New York in a van to head west. Got into altercation. They got separated. And then she went missing. The guy, the boyfriend, shows up back in Florida at home with the van, but not her. And he ain't talking. So I put together a little something, and we will go ahead and check it out. And we will discuss along the way.
The pair started their journey on July 2nd after leaving New York. The couple drove the 2012 Ford Transit to the Monument Rocks, where they arrived on July 5th. The couple stopped in numerous locations in between. On August 12th, the couple stopped in Moab, Utah, where the police responded to an incident, according to a police report.
Yep.
One of the reporting officers writing that Laundrie said the weeks of traveling were causing an emotional strain between the couple. The report states Petito thought Laundrie might leave her in Moab without a ride. A witness says they saw Petito hitting Laundrie in the arm, then climbing in the driver's window as if Laundrie locked her out. Neither Laundrie nor Petito wanted to press charges. The couple slept apart that night, according to the police report. The pair later made their way to Salt Lake City. They checked out of a hotel in the area on August 24th. The next day was the final time the family heard from Petito. In the last phone call, Petito said she was in Grand Teton National Park. 7 days later, Laundrie returned to his parents' home in Northport.
In the van.
And 10 days after Laundrie arrived in Florida, her parents filed a missing persons report for Petito.
Police name her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, a person of interest. Her family rails on Brian in a new statement saying, Brian left Gabby in the wilderness with grizzly bears and wolves while he sits in the comfort of his home. More of that statement shortly. Gabby's mom says the last heard from her 3 weeks ago today, while the couple was, as they put it, living the van life on a cross-country road trip.
The timeline don't
Just
add
today,
up.
we learned that days before Gabby stopped communicating with her mom, a witness called police to investigate a possible domestic problem between her boyfriend and her. August 13th it was, in front of a store in Moab, Utah, the Moonflower Community Cooperative. A witness, along with Gabby and Brian, told an officer a similar story. Gabby and Brian were having an argument. Brian told Gabby to go take a walk and calm down. She didn't want to and started slapping him. So he grabbed her face and pushed her back. He tried to lock her out of their van, but she managed to climb in through the driver's window. They all drove off, and an officer later flagged them down. Again, that's the story in the police report. It's important to mention here, the two officers decided this was more of a mental health break than a domestic assault, and that they considered Brian the victim.
Police in Utah pulled the couple over last month after responding to calls of a domestic incident while they were road tripping across the country. Officers said Petito was crying and told them that she was struggling with her mental health. Petito described slapping her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, when she thought he was going to leave her in the city of Moab. Laundrie is now being named as a person of interest in her disappearance after he returned home to Florida without her.
2 weeks later, the last text from Gabby to her mother. It read, "No service in Yosemite." 48 hours later, Brian showed up at Florida. Now, Yosemite to Florida is a
timeline issue.
42-hour drive, nonstop, no breaks. Even Gabby's mom says she's not sure who sent that text and that she feels the timing is, obviously, suspicious. As for Gabby, she's still nowhere to be found.
A family spokesperson says Gabby was last seen alive at the Fairfield Inn and Suites on Admiral Byrd Road on August 24th.
That hotel is just west of the Salt Lake City International Airport, and we went there last night. Staff wouldn't speak to us on camera, but they did say the FBI and police officers have visited the hotel recently. They also tell us Gabby stayed there for more than a day.
Check that on the timeline, I guess.
Well, police found the van that they were traveling here at the home that is owned potentially by the boyfriend's parents. They're now processing that. They've towed it away and are looking through it for any evidence they can find. Family in New York say that Gabby Petito was on a cross-country trip leaving Long Island on July 2nd. They were headed to Oregon, but stopping numerous places along the way, documenting their journey in their van on YouTube.
So there you go. We'll put that together. So anybody who didn't know what was going on, which I doubt, I'm sure everybody knows what the hell's going on. But yeah, let's see. What is Ron saying here? Where's my cursor? I lost it. Oh. Was she on any prescriptions? If so, did she get refills along the way? Maybe after the fact in the August date. Maybe she was still with him on the way back and not in Utah. I guess that is possible. Come on. All right, let's see. I think according to the police, she had been unconscionable, flipping out maybe after their relationship, about the relationship. I think she had a flip out, ran off, didn't return, and he just drove home without her. That could be true, but here's the thing. Here's my thing. Here's my whole thing. With all the speculation, it could be this, it could be that. Maybe nothing happened. Maybe she just flipped out and lost. But if that's just the case, why did he drive home with the van? I mean, beeline home too, to Florida, and he ain't saying shit. He's not saying a word. If you're innocent and you got a lawyer already and all this other bullshit, you just go in and you go, okay, here's the deal. This is what happened. But he ain't saying shit. And I mean, it said that the one thing said she was like bawling for like 2 hours or some shit, over an hour. When the cops were there, there's the body cam footage is over an hour long, and she was crying the whole damn time. And yes, there you go. They did find 2 other women dead in the same spot. You are correct, Mundo. And that's right too, exactly. Again, like, 40 some hours, after they got their final phone call, he shows up at his house in almost the exact same time that it would take him to get from point A to point B with the van, and hasn't said word go yet. Media only cares about attractive people going missing. If blind views and I appear on a camera trip, media wouldn't care so much. Yeah, that's probably true. But here's the thing. I know it's a tragic event, but I love talking about and analyzing this kind of stuff. Yeah, I do too. It is interesting. Which made me think he could at least cooperate with law enforcement and not talk to media. He lawyered up so quickly. Yeah. Well, lawyering up's okay. I mean, hey, they always tell you to lawyer up. I worked at a coffee shop. I don't understand why the police can't bring him in from. I mean, it's not just the police either. The FBI's been on this one. This is a big one, you know. It's not just the locals. It's the FBI's in on this shit too. But yes, he did. He did go back with the van. Which is like I said, that's the stuff that makes it look a little bit fishy when he shows up with the van and he's got nothing to say. Nothing. Not a damn thing. He ain't saying boo. He ain't saying, yeah, she was wacky a little bit and she ran off or she did this or whatever. But when the cops got him there in Utah on the thing, they at the end of it, they told him they got him a room at some shelter or someplace, but they got him a room and she was in the van. After that altercation, that's how it left. He went one way, they separated him and said, these guys just need to separate for a while. Nobody got arrested or anything, but you go that way and you little girl, you get in the van and do your thing, figure it out, sleep it off, whatever. And then, next thing you know, parents get a thing to say, oh yeah, we're in fucking the Tetons, no service. And then boom, he shows up in Florida in the van. She's nowhere to be found. And he ain't saying boo. I just hope this isn't one of those Lori Daybell things where they dragged this on and on and on and on and on when them two damn kids were missing and everybody knew who did it and neither one of them said shit about nothing. They like, nope, I ain't saying nothing. And it drug on and on and on and on until they found them damn kids and until they did anything. So I think this is going to be another one of them where it's just going to drag on. Silly to say, but I think that's it. Where we at here? She found a wilderness cabin to break in and get some food and shelter. I don't know if she's still above ground. Well, walking. Let's see. Who knows? Who really knows what could have happened? If the police were called out again, Gabby would have been arrested for DV. Domestic violence. Yeah, that's true. Sure says, I don't think the two women were dead long. They were found shot with no clothes on from waist down. Linus, I would never intentionally strand someone hundreds of miles away, now possibly drive the car out of their immediate eyesight and watch them freak out for a couple minutes. Yeah, that I can do. Yeah, to take off and go is kind of a little bit nuts. Gabby's dead. The stepmom live in Vero Beach, but are now in Northport, Florida. Oh, really? Colleen says, if he killed her, why come home? Why didn't he go to Mexico or disappear in a big city? Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. Free, cheap, and murdery. That's right. That's a good one. I like that. Oh. Thank you, Billy. Thank you. All right. Or maybe they both got accosted by a psycho and he took her and told him that if he talks, she dies. That was a way off theory. I don't know. I just don't get why he's not saying anything. Her boyfriend should not have the van. So personally, they should check any body of water from where they were to his home for a body. Yeah. They did take the van and are going through it for evidence, but we don't know what's going on. I didn't hear anything about that yet. I would think that there's a lot of info that we don't know. Maybe the police have already talked to him, but don't want the public to know. That could be true as well. It's just that I guess the parents are still, flipping out, yelling, why didn't he talk? Why didn't he talk? So you'd think that they would at least say, yeah, he told us something. I don't know. Yeah, they do. Oh. Well, the thing is I guess the other thing is if there's no body, there's no crime, so to speak. They say, they don't know. She could be out walking around somewhere. She could be with somebody, like somebody else says. She could be anywhere, or she could no longer be with us. We don't know. Yeah. Yep. The miles. Yeah. Heard the van held no evidence. Well, there's lots of stuff up, but nothing new and exciting yet. Thank you, Lions Crew. I'm doing it to help get on RV life because I didn't do it. Oh, man.
Yay!
Thank you, Lions Crew. Yes, that is true. That is true. Put that back up. Yes, she did own the van. That's why they put him in the shelter and she kept the van. Yes, that is correct. Maybe. Yeah, that right to remain silent. All it does is say, well, you did something if you ain't talking. That's my way of looking at it. But I guess if you want to let that girl just be wherever and just shut up and say, yeah, fuck her. Who cares? I don't care. Even if I didn't do anything to her or anything, fuck her. Who cares? Somebody killed her. I don't give a shit. She's lost, roaming around till she dies. I don't give a fuck. I ain't saying nothing. So yeah, remain silent, but you're just being a big dick. I don't know. I guess you would think so, right? Hey, what's up, Vic? Safely on opposite sides of the border. That's right. Oop, damn it. Well, yeah, but he may not even have anything to do with it. That's why I don't know why he doesn't say something. Anything. Like, yeah, she was fucking going crazy. She was smacking on me again. I was like, get the hell out of here. She ran off and I was like, fuck this crazy bitch, and came home. But no, to say anything, to say nothing. I mean, leaving her to be bear chow and ripping off her van to boot, that alone makes him a real dick. Yeah, something's up. Prospector Rob, get a beer on me. Well, thank you.
Yay!
Thank you. Appreciate it. That's right. Coming soon to a streaming service near you. RV Life and Death. Girl says she's 22, same age as her granddaughter. If the gloves do not fit, you must have quit. That's right. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. On occasion. On occasion. You're right. You're right. I would cover my ass too. I would make up story, something, or just say something, man, anything. Could the parents not make them turn the van over to them, being it was her? Well, they have it as far as I know. I don't know where it's at now, but I know the FBI and the cops and everybody, they came and took it and went over that thing. Victoria, I agree. No matter what, he should have stuck by her and not drove her van home without her. Yeah, you know. Excuse said because he's hiding something, he lawyered up. I don't have a problem with lawyering up. I mean, lawyering up is a smart thing to do. Because you just never know. You never know. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. The thing is with excuse the hell out of me. The thing about talking to cops is they can twist your words around, and even in a police shooting, from officers that I know have told me that even in a police incident where an officer involved shooting, as soon as it's over, they don't rush them to the station and take their statement. They give them time. So you have to let that adrenaline come down and get your thoughts together. Not your lie together. You got to get your thoughts together, because you could just start bumbling and blabbing bullshit that doesn't even make any sense. And then it's on record, and that's what you did and said. So to get a lawyer, I don't have a problem with that. I think everybody that's smart should have a lawyer in any situation where you have to deal with answering questions like that. But that's why you sat down with the lawyer. Maybe you did sit down with the lawyer, and the lawyer said, "Oh, you did what? Oh, you better shut the fuck up there, young man." That's the only thing I could say. Just like I said, that Lori Daybell case, if you know what that is, that's the wacky, I guess they were kind of Mormonish people with Latter-day Saints things and all that bullshit. And that wacky cult talking all that garbage and off them kids. But yeah, that drug on and on and on and on. Everybody knew who did it. But until they gathered all the evidence, and both of them sat there and didn't say a word. They didn't say boo. They weren't giving up shit. So I was like, well, first of all, we got to find the bodies, and then we got to go. So it's a whole big process. And I think that's the problem. Until they find her, it's that's the thing. That's the main thing. I'm sure Linda, Lady Redskin, if she's still in here, she could probably attest to that. Without that body, there is no crime yet, per se, except just stealing her van and leaving her somewhere. And then that's what has all the evidence too. They always suspect a husband or boyfriend. I wouldn't talk either if I was innocent. I don't know. I still don't go with that either. You know, as crazy as that statement is, I wouldn't put it past some people. I honestly wouldn't. Now, the repercussions of that's going to be ridiculous, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's beyond the scope of actually happening. They were probably hiking and she started scratching him again. He defended himself and pushed her. Oops, she fell off a cliff. Yeah, that could be too. Yes, that could be too. That's right. What's up there, Charlie? Let's see, what does Alexander say? Some of y'all don't know what it's like when girls like to hit in a psycho. Yeah, best thing you can do is get as far away as possible. That is true. That is very true. Because no one's gonna, believe or look at you right if you say, she's been smacking on me, and they look and you go, okay, this big dude and this tiny little girl, 5 foot, whatever, 110 pounds, soaking wet, holding a brick with change in her pocket, is beating on you. Yeah, right, whatever. But yeah, if the dude doesn't hit back and he's constantly getting swung on, yeah, I get it. I get it. There you go. That's right. And that's the thing. If all these nomads out there and they're always looking out after each other and all the vanners and everybody's everywhere and doing this and that, then I'm sure, almost sure, that somebody probably saw something along the way. Somebody probably saw them at one of those places if they were running around national parks and stuff. Let's see, Linda, if they found evidence in the van of blood or some type of bloody fluids and it matched Gabby's, that would help and of course go against the boyfriend. But to my understanding, nothing was found in the van. There you go. Charlie said, I don't think there's going to be a good ending to this van life story. I don't think so either. Who knows? Either way, it's going to be bad, I think. It's either going to be very, very bad and someone is no longer with us, or it's going to be stupid bad because somebody did something dumb and then somebody else went home and did something dumb by just shutting up and not saying anything. I don't know. It's kind of weird. What does Butterbean say? How do we know she wasn't hitting to get her phone from him? Yeah. Well, she did say that, she even said she has issues. Don't you just love it when a woman beats on you? Yeah. I was watching a talk show yesterday. They followed their other social media. They said both of them were addicted to murder mysteries and serial killers. Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, I wouldn't throw her out in the wilderness and take her vehicle. You're right. I wouldn't do that either. I might leave her, but yeah. Just consider the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. Yeah, she was the abuser that she tried to claim he was. Yeah. Well, it's especially in the Me Too movement, a woman can say shit like that, and of course people are going to believe that the big strong man, even though we're all equal and men are not better than women and it doesn't matter, and just because I was a guy and now I am not, I identify as female, I'm no different. I can still you know. Anyway, but yeah, it's crazy stuff. Better date big girls in case they disappear. That's right. On the timeline, they got back together after the, that's a good question though. They got back together after that. She went to a hotel, he went to his thing, and then they got back together and they went to, the Tetons, from Moab to the Tetons. And that's when everything went awry and she went missing and he went home to Florida. It was a question. Let's say I put my kid on the insurance and it was as an authorized driver and he takes the car. Is it stolen? But police could inquire with insurance company. That's true. That's a good point. He had her phone. Don't understand why he drove a van back to, it was her van. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, right. But my point is that was her van bought by her parents for her. I doubt they specifically added him to the insurance. This was probably a true statement. In the video, he said he has no phone. Later in the video, he does have one. Ugh. I missed that part. Let's see. Damn it. I think she's still cleaning the desert. Her OCD wouldn't let her leave. Yeah, could be, I guess. Let's see. If it was me and if a girl was hitting me, I would tell her to take the car and go and find a way. Yeah, I'd have called an Uber or got an Uber, got something and then got to an airport or something. I'd have just went home some other way without her ass. Men who called the police on them because of the fighting was interviewed. I have not read exactly what he said other than witnessing a fight. Yeah, there's a big long report. I didn't read it all either. I just skimmed through it real quick. Very true, Charlie. But yeah, basically the important part was that the cops said this is not a domestic thing. This is more of a mental health issue. So after being there, and again, the body cam footage is well over an hour long. So they were with them a while. They didn't walk up and say, okay, and see a crying girl and see a guy and say, well, what happened? Okay, just go away. They were there for quite some time trying to figure this crap all out. For the van to be stolen, someone has to report it stolen. Well, there you go. Just like for someone to be missing, somebody has to report them missing too. Very good point. Very good point. Sometime in August, he flew to Florida to empty a storage unit. Oh, really? Yeah, young people. Colleen says, if there's any scenario where he is totally innocent, is there any? Yeah, maybe drug overdose. Yeah, I don't know. Good point, Tom. I agree. Yeah, her telling the police she has OCD and has problems. Has problems with it. makes me really think. Yeah, yeah, she did seem like she had some kind of, she was disturbed about something. Which makes everything even more confusing, brings up more questions, and we know that there's one person that was with her that has some answers. Maybe not even has all the answers, but he has some answers, and he isn't saying anything. And I still don't understand why he's not saying anything. Yeah, well, they did say, I mean, she even told the cops that she was hitting him. And then the witness that called the cops said that she was crawling back in the window like he jumped in the van and was going to take off and lock her out of the van. So maybe the second time he did lock her out and drove off instead of letting her crawl in the window. Maybe this time he was smart and rolled the fucking window up and then locked her out and then took off before she could get back in. Who knows, man? She may be in Jackson Hole with a daddy warbucks and told him to go away. Having no other means to do so, he took the van and went home. En route, he realized how it looked. Did I step on someone? Big red line next to you. Big red line, really? Ping the cell phone, that's probably, yeah, they probably did all that stuff. And somebody said earlier, I mean, there's definitely probably lots and lots and lots of things that the police and the FBI and everybody else know that they are not letting out. So yeah, who knows? Maybe she found a sugar daddy and went off with him. I don't know these people or follow them on YouTube. What is the YouTube channel? I forget. It's bear with. Let's see. Well, let me clear this out of the way first. What do we got going on here? You did a damn shame I forget the name of it. Somebody put it up there. I didn't see it. There's just so much stuff on it. It's something static, I think. It's spelled funny. I remember that. It's a word that's, I mean, it's just endless. There's the timeline again, but oh, what happened? Nomadic static. There you go. Thank you. I knew it was something static. Damn it. And I knew it was spelled funny. But yeah. All right, 3 sheets. But yeah, it's just a crazy thing. And you just really never know, do you? You just never know. I just think it's one of those interesting things, though. And again, it's not that I'm into that kind of stuff, but it is kind of interesting, the whole ordeal. How people can just, leave from New York in a van. I've made videos about all this stuff. I really have. Is living in a confined space like that, is it even an RV or a van or whatever? What kind of effects does it have on a relationship? And it's got to be tough, stuck in a fucking van with anybody. Even if you like someone, you're ready to kill them after 3 days. I know I would be. Well, come on, where you at? Damn it. There you go. She appears then this could have been a stunt to grow their media channel presence. Yeah, like I said, it does sound like a crazy thing, but there are people who've done less dumb shit. There's one report from a year ago where 9/11 dispatch received a call for pizza, calling on one for pizza, and someone domestic. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of those things where a 911 operator, if they know what they're doing, they take those cues. And yeah, they know what the deal is. Hello.
Dude. I'm just trying to change the attitude.
Everybody later. That's a crazy noise. Let's see. Come on. Hello.
Hello, it's just Live Views.
This is.
Well. Are we taking calls?
We are taking calls. You are on the air now as we speak. You are live.
We're live.
Live. That's right.
Live. Did I win the barbecue?
You did. You won the barbecue.
You obviously know who this is by making that reference.
That gave it away. Yes, I kind of thought it was you by the voice.
Yeah, well, I can do all sorts of crazy voices, but I didn't want to torture you with this. But you know what? It's funny that you doing this story about Gabby missing, because I've been following it up here in the middle of nowhere in Canada, and I've been thinking, holy crap. It's just it's an amazing story. But we have a similar case that happened about 6 months ago, where this fairly wealthy guy, he decides to take his wife on a weekend digital detox, and she dies. She disappears, and then eventually they find the body.
Wow.
Very interesting, and so amongst my peers, we all joke about going on a digital detox, which means we're going to go somewhere without our phones, and one of us ain't coming back.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So it's a euphemism, and I guarantee you, Dateline NBC in a couple of years will do the digital detox murder mystery.
That's right. The digital detox. I don't know. This is a weird story. It's a crazy thing. And like I said, my whole thing is, I get the guy getting a lawyer. I would too. Guilty or innocent, I would get a lawyer. But it's just interesting to me that she goes missing. He shows up with her van and just ain't saying shit, That's the whole part. If he would say something, anything, but him not saying anything, that's what kind of makes it interesting to me anyway.
Oh, sure. But that's the blessing and the curse of a democracy, where you can not have to speak to the police.
That's true.
It's a blessing and a curse. It really is a two-edged sword.
Oh yeah.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know, man. It's crazy though.
The way to catch the guy would be to entrap him with something else. You got to. You got to play a little bit of games to get the guy to talk indirectly, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's about the only way it's going to be solved.
I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure with the FBI and everybody involved in this one, I'm sure he's probably been put through the ringer more than once. But yeah, it's kind of interesting though. It's definitely something to follow.
But the thing that strikes me, though, and I mentioned it in the comments section about a half hour ago, is whenever attractive ladies disappear, media grabs it. If unattractive people of either gender disappear, nobody cares. That's
true. And well, just think, if it was a minority, you think there would be all this craziness too. They say that all the time. If this had been some, black girl from, Detroit, would this be a big deal? Probably not.
Right. Yeah, that's true. There's certain demographics that aren't favorable to the media, and even locations. If you're wealthy, it helps. It helps if you're young. It helps if you're good looking. It helps. All these things. But it's kind of sad because there's so many missing people that are out there that aren't being found because they're not rich, because they're not white, because they're not wealthy, they're not attractive, they're not, the whole list of things. And it's kind of, it's a tragedy to the families that have to go through that when they see a case like this immediately get grabbed by the media, where their missing young daughter has fallen by the wayside and been gone for 20 years and nobody even talks about it anymore.
True. What do you think that, because they did have a social media presence per se, like she was on Instagram, they were doing this on YouTube, documenting their travels. Do you think that had anything to do with the urgency? Because, oh shit, everybody's going to jump on this because they were social media people. You think that had anything to do with it?
Well, I think it helps media. Anybody, like, you and I have got, we got thousands of videos and posts on social media over our life, right? You and I, and we're nobody particularly famous, right?
Correct.
But when media can grab some of that stuff and use it for their own means, it's kind of like a resource, and they can mine the resource to dig deeper into the story. So it kind of helps a bit. I think anybody, and I guarantee you, even if I disappeared, well, nobody's going to really give a crap. The media at least would dive into my social media and go, well, this is the kind of person he was.
Yeah.
And that's about the least that they would do. And it kind of takes a little bit of the legwork, because let's face it, media, especially, they don't have the advertising revenue that they used to, so they can't spend as much of a budget to really chase a story anymore.
True. And I do think you're right though. I mean, if it was, it's because she's a young, attractive, I think that does have to do with it too. Like you said, if you or I, even though we do have a
you and I,
social media presence.
Yeah, we go camping out, go on a hunting trip in remote British Columbia or the Yukon, never to be seen again. We'd probably get a couple articles in the Vancouver Sun and the Seattle Times.
Yeah.
And that'd be about it.
Yeah, true.
That'd be about it. And, they'd send out a few people to look for us, and after about 3 days, they'd just say, well, hopefully they show up.
Yeah, right.
They're men after all. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't be in the wilderness.
They can find food. They can find food. They'll be fine.
Yeah. Shit, and even today, my motorcycle, I had to load it. I just drove several hundred miles today, and my motorcycle, the first time I loaded it, it almost fell on me and broke my leg.
Wow.
And I'm in the middle of nowhere where my cell phone doesn't work when I'm doing this. So I'm thinking, things happen to people. And if they happen in a really bad situation, they get worse.
Yeah.
Right? Meaning, like, even with this girl, if whatever happened to her, it obviously happened in a place where there's no witnesses, because a person doesn't go disappearing in a Walmart parking lot too easily.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
It always happens in the desert of Nevada or Utah, or out in the remote area of Moab, or these places are vast with no cameras, nothing to watch what you're doing. Some places don't even have cell phone service.
That's why I kind of think that, like I said, with all the wheeled wonders that are roaming around that are, not just them. I mean, the way everybody's saying that the national parks are just packed and you're in lines and everything. There's got to be somebody saw something. I don't know. Just odd to me. The whole thing.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna. The first thing that I would do would be subpoena the cell phone records and where it pinged everywhere. You follow that whole trail, right?
Yeah, like I said, I'm sure they did. I can almost guarantee they did.
And credit cards, bank accounts. It's the first thing that you do. You go for the low-hanging fruit to see, the trail of money and the trail of data off the phone. And it's pretty hard to get away with it forever, but if you do these things where there is no internet, it's a little bit easier.
Yeah. I mean, and the whole thing with her mom says that she doesn't believe that the message was from her. They got a text or something, saying that they didn't have any service. They were going to a place with no service or some shit like that. And then 40 some hours later, boom, he shows up with her van in Florida. And she believes that, he took the phone. He's the one that made that text after something happened to her. That's her theory.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's so common. That's been done over and over, where people write a phony post on Facebook. They crack into the person's account. Like for example, let's say, for example, somebody killed me, and they immediately just grab my phone, which is kept on lock because I live alone. And so you grab my phone, you make a couple posts on Facebook and say, "Hey, I'm taking 6 weeks off and I'm going to Cambodia." Right?
Yeah. Yep.
And it's an old trick, and everybody knows that that's usually bullshit.
Yep, that is true. But yeah, other people said it on here earlier throughout the night that, we know what the news tells us and what everything else. So I'm sure, and I know from, just dealing with other police officers or anything, I know that there's a whole lot of information that they know that they're not letting the public know. And then that way later on, there's always those things that, it's like, okay, if he slipped up and said that, we didn't release that information. Nobody knew. The family didn't even know, and blah, 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 blah. That's how they catch a lot of people. They just withhold some stuff,
Well, it's critical that they actually don't reveal the critical information, because if they reveal critical information that is only known to the perpetrator and the investigator,
yep,
it can screw things up. So they kind of have to keep a lid on what's going on. But by the sounds of it, by the timeline, because I believe CNN, out of the news feed, I checked it about 10 minutes before you went live, and they have a whole timeline that they've released. And it kind of sounds like he really hightailed it to Florida, because they were somewhere in southern Utah, right?
Yeah.
So, somewhere around there, and literally about the time it would take for you to drive at or around the speed limit is about when he showed up in Florida.
Yeah, that's what they said. I played that when I played my little thing. That's what the timeline was, and they did say that if you drive straight, no stopping, it takes, I don't know, I think it was like 46 hours, and the phone call or whatever was 45 hours. You know. So the message was like 45 hours, and then 46 hours later, he's in Florida. And they were like, if he drove nonstop there, that's how long it would take. And it was kind of interesting. Yeah. The whole thing is it is interesting.
Yeah. Well, it might take months, I hate to say, for it to be cracked. But the most important thing that people have to remember is that it's not about the media sensation. It's about the proper investigation, because if things get leaked or if they bungle the case and move too quickly on false assumptions, they can lose the case and the guy can walk. And that's the last thing you want. And that's what people always forget about. You want to make sure you get the right guy and that you have enough evidence to convict him if he is the person involved.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, and now in this time of social media, as soon as something's said, the world knows about it in 2 seconds later, because everybody's on here just like me yakking about it. And so, yeah, you got to keep a lid on things. And that's why I keep going back to this the Lori Daybell stuff, you know, with her and her kids and the wacky dude that she married and that whole cult thing. And that took,
Are you talking about the lady that was arrested in Kauai? She's from Idaho and then went to Kauai. I think her last name is Vetter.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, because I read the Honolulu Star Advertiser every morning. It's one of the weird newspapers that I read, the online edition. And I remember that story when she was arrested in Kauai, which is a place, you know, I've spent a lot of time over the years in Hawaii, and it was an interesting case. And the media grabbed her because she's an attractive older lady. And I think that's what the media grabbed her. And then the kids disappear. The so many people in the family are all been murdered or disappeared.
Yeah, it's
almost like if you get to know her, you disappear.
Yeah, that story had everything. It had the pretty blonde. It had the wacky cult religious bullshit. It had missing kids. It had everything. It had family members murdered. Yeah, it was just crazy. But that shit drug on forever.
Last reports of her in Idaho in custody is they're not sure if she's fit for trial yet. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. But they got to get it right, and they got to take their time. And everybody's an expert when they read this stuff, and we all make assumptions. You know, it's fun to make assumptions, but often our assumptions are not correct.
Right. But that's the way we do it. We kind of play along. We all have our theories, and we just wait.
It's all part of the fun.
Yeah, we wait to see how it all plays out. We hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Mm-hmm. So, can we exclude Camo Dave from the suspect list?
I don't know. I don't know where he's been, because I don't know what he's been doing, and frankly, I don't care. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put him on the maybe list then.
I don't know.
We'll put him on the maybe list.
But I don't think, even not watching him for the longest time now, I can probably guarantee that he's not on the list, because there's no way he has enough time to make 5 videos a day and do all that and drive around. And plus, I don't think he would drive that far anyway.
Right. Well, so you testify to that in court.
I would. Unless somebody paid for him to fly out there, maybe. But I don't know. Would have to ask Rockford or the Doxnator or somebody like that to see if anybody slid Camo some cash. But
Great. Well, you do realize that we probably will be mentioned in an upcoming video because we've referenced him.
Probably.
But it's all part of the good fun. Yeah, I like to have a good laugh. But like I said, I've said in the comments, if Carolyn's RV life disappears, I'm going to have some solid alibis.
That's right. You need to have a trail. That's right. You got to leave that trail of innocence.
That's right. That's why I'm making this call right now, just to prove where I am right now, making this call. The cell tower picked me up, boom.
That's right. You have a timestamp on Blind View's channel.
That's right. So, hey, is this a new feature of the line where you do live calls, or is this new, or do you do this? Because I've been kind of hiding in the bush the last month.
I know I haven't seen you in a while, but this is the first night. I have been getting it ready. I've been setting up some things. I've been doing getting some other equipment set up and getting ready for this. But yes, this is the maiden voyage of the call-in.
Am I the first caller?
Blue Van Dan was the first. You were the second.
Okay, well, I'll go. Very good. Okay, that means on your last show, I got to be on the last show, whenever that is, years from now. It's kind of like what the talk shows do. The first guest is always usually the last guest.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, but when you go back, that's right.
Okay, well, I don't want to hog the air here. I'm on a beautiful setting overlooking high above a lake, and like I said, I drove quite a few miles today, and I'm going to be enjoying network television, Wi-Fi, and all the accoutrements of modern living. Even though I'm not in Vancouver. I'm not in Vancouver yet. That's coming in a few weeks.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Keep up the good work and keep up the high production value. I appreciate your hard work.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Okay. Take care, man.
Later. All righty. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Line Screw. And thank you, Blue Van Dan, for calling in. Do appreciate it. First Canadian caller, eh? I used to. I haven't I don't know. It's been quite some time. I stopped. I have no interest anymore. That'll keep me from making videos talking about them. The prison cut the phone off. That's funny. Let's see. VBI worked with Nancy Moyer and some folks involved in that investigation. Oh, yeah? Are you familiar with that case? These cases are not always solved. Yeah? Hello, you are on the air with Blind Views.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that you, BB?
It's me.
We just wanted to be cool like Line Screw and make sure we made it on the first show.
That's right. You gotta make it on the first time.
'Cause we're the cool girls.
That's right. They're the girls that were on the bucket list. See, Lola came and hung out with me here. So then after that, my only thing was I had to hang out with Vicky. I had to do it. So I made the trek to Texas just so I could hang out with Vicky.
It was worth it, wasn't it?
It was. It was a good time. It was a good time. And Vicky did not disappoint. I knew she wouldn't.
She never does. Oh. All right, well, we won't keep you. We just wanted to say hi and thanks for your maximum effort production. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you. And you're supposed to say first time caller, long time listener.
Oh, yeah. First time caller. Long time listener. I just heard of you today.
All right.
Bye.
Well, thanks for calling.
Bye.
Oh, those crazy Texas kids. Oh, man. And we've been rambling on Hour and 16 minutes, it says. Quite some time, quite some time. So, now I know I might have been a little bit of a downer talking about all this missing mayhem and not missing mayhem. Sorry, mayhem. Mayhem's not missing. But all this missing stuff but yeah, it's just, it's the YouTube thing. It's a nomad thing. And everywhere I look, it's what it is. Plus I've been following it. So I've been trying to figure out what's what. And I have my opinions and my theories, and I figure why not just go ahead and do like I always do? You know, the way I see it. Prairie Life, hello, dear. How are you? And it's important to talk about these things. I think it is, too. I think it is. Again, some people may, what I do here? What happened was, there we go. Okay. Did I miss a call? If someone called and I didn't pick up, call back, please. I don't know why I didn't hear it ring. Oh, let's see, where are we at here? Go back over here. Classy caller back. That's because that's right. Maximum Effort Productions. We put in the effort here because you're worth it. The butler did it. Ah. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey.
Hey.
Listen.
Yeah.
I have a pair of really dark sunglasses, so can I just knock everybody off the road while I'm driving?
Why not? You need to get a stick, a blind man stick, like I have. I have one of those. And
okay.
All you have to do is hold it out the window and tap the ground. You'll be good.
Okay.
Okay. Later. Oh my. What are you going to do? What are we going to do with that guy? Good old Dan. Damn it. Oh. Hello, you're on the air.
Is this the Blind View?
It's the one, the only.
Good to talk to you, Blind Views. This is a Mayhem RV.
Mayhem.
Just wanted to tell you I appreciate your Maximum Effort Production, and it's so darn nice to join you on every Thursday night. It's just a blast. Oh, and by the way, I'm sober tonight.
Oh, well, that's always good. I appreciate it. I always see your face in here. Well, not your face, but your name. Same difference. And I do appreciate it, and I do appreciate the kind words, because I do try. I try to make it the best that I can, and I hope everybody enjoys it. And it's nice to hear once in a while that people notice that I do put the effort in. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, you have a good night, and I'll get off here and let somebody else come in.
All right, man. Thanks.
You bet. Take care, man.
Later.
Bye.
There's what I was trying to look for. Yeah, there it is. Margie. Howdy, neighbor. That's right. Thank you. Hello, you're on the air with Blind Views.
Hi, Blind View. This is Just Doing Show.
Hello.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. This is something that's been bothering me today. I've been watching a lot of the footage on it.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that when I to ask you about Nancy Moyer, and hello everyone out there, sorry. When I asked you about Nancy Moyer, I did work with her, and then I don't know if you all have followed that case, but there was someone from our work that came forward and said that they had actually killed her, but then he recanted his story.
Oh.
And to this day, there's still no charge. They tried to charge him, but they didn't. They held him on. He's in the rifle associations, things like that, and he had some federal charges.
Right.
But they held him because of that. But when they couldn't prove, and he came up with quite the story, you know, and admitted what he had done, and then he recanted everything, and now he's still here locally. So, you know, I guess that's what I wanted to say is, you know, it really bothered me today, especially because she's a YouTuber, and
yeah,
you know, and you go out on the road with people and you trust people, and this was supposed to be someone that loved her.
Right.
And it's sad. And I've even seen people say, well, she had the chance to leave. That was messed up. You know, the things that people will say, and it's going to be mean, but the fact that they don't know what happened to her. They don't know that she was enraged because he was taunting her. Maybe he was teasing her, knowing that she has mental health issues.
That's possible.
You know?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, so just thanks for taking my call, and I don't get to talk to you guys. I love this. I love the interacting with you all, and I appreciate you letting me engage with your channel.
Hey, no problem. Anytime.
Yeah, and hello to everyone out there that does recognize me. I recognize a lot of the folks in the live chats, and it's always good to see what they have to say.
Well, thanks for calling in, and thanks for putting in your input. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, that was a nice phone call. Appreciate that. Let's see. Get caught back up over here. Did have a nice voice, yes. Let's see. There. Let's see what's on the phone. Hello, you are on the air with Blind Views.
Hello. It's Nez Lover. How you doing?
Nez, what's up? What's going on?
On here real quick. I was too chicken to call earlier, but I summoned the courage. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hi, Billy. This is a lot of fun, Blind Views. Thanks for putting your number up there. This is really cool. I'm glad I got to do this tonight.
Yeah, well, thanks for calling in. How's the artwork coming? Yeah.
The artwork is doing very well. Thank you so much.
Good. And
I'm such an old lady. I'm gonna be turning 50 here soon.
I
don't even feel it.
Just getting ready to say happy birthday. It's coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna have a rip, snorting, burning hootenanny.
Hootenanny.
So, oh yeah. We're gonna play pin the tail on the troll. We're gonna have a good time.
All right.
Thank you for letting me come on and say hello. Hello, everybody.
Well, thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
Thank you, BB. Love you.
Love
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye. Nez. That's right. Nez Lover. Birthday coming up soon. You heard that. She's going to have a hootenanny. You're on the phone live with Blind Views.
Are you going to play guitar or what?
Tonight, probably not. I guess that was the wrong answer. Oh my, we have been on here for coming up on an hour and a half. So, I do believe we should start wrapping this thing up. We should start wrapping this thing up. Tina, what up, Tina? Oops. There. Oh my, where am I at? I lost it again. Damn blind guy. All right, let's do that. All right, so there we go. We are going to not going to do it all the time. I don't like to do things all the time and wear it all out. But we will be calling, having a call-ins. Hello, you are live with Blind Views.
I am?
You am. Yes, you am.
Hey, Blind Views and Blind Viewers and everybody out there. And happy birthday to Nez, too. This is Molly McGregor.
Molly McGregor!
I haven't been here. I haven't been here for the full trip, so I'll have to watch it in replay. But this is cool. Just so BVD knows, my eyes aren't getting any better, so I'm excited to know that I'll be able to drive with a white cane.
That's right. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. I have all the tricks.
And Mayhem, I'm sober too. I just wanted you to know how much I appreciate you and all of you guys. You're a pretty wonderful group.
Well, I appreciate you. I always smile when I see your face in chat because there's a whole bunch of good people that I consider the regulars, and I look forward to seeing their name pop up. So I want to thank you for all your support for my channel, and I do appreciate you giving a call.
Awesome. Thank you. Talk to you later, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Alrighty. Roo. Again, I do appreciate everybody hanging out. And yes, I will be taking calls, but I'm not going to do it all the time. Like I said, I don't like to wear things out. So I will be doing it occasionally, just like I don't play the guitar all the time. So we will do this. We'll have some fun. Faux show. That's right, right here on the Blind Views channel. That's right. You know how we do here. That's right. That's right. We always have a good time on Thursdays. I really do like these Thursday things. Always have fun. Always a good crowd. And I appreciate everybody. Faux show. Want to thank my members and the mods. You guys are always doing a good job there, mods. Keeping everything nice and light. Keeping it good. And so people actually want to come back and show up because they don't have to worry about, people getting all weird. One thing I did not do tonight was I did not do didn't do a Jaeger bomb. Damn it. All right. Enough blabbing. I do appreciate everybody who called. Thanks a lot. I appreciate everybody that showed up again for another Thirsty Thursday. I always like to hear everybody's input, especially when we talk about subjects like this. I know we usually talk about I remember when stories and do all kind of stuff, but I just thought this was something interesting. It's a little bit nuts. It's a little bit crazy. And again, it's news. It's a YouTuber, YouTubers, social media people, and they're doing the van thing. So I thought it was appropriate to talk about it. And I do appreciate everybody listening, everybody putting their 2 cents in. And Dan says this isn't New Year's. No, it's not yet. All right, gang, have a good one. I do appreciate everybody showing up, hanging out. It's always a blast. I think we will end. Yeah, we'll end on this one. All right. May all your babies be born toothless and naked. Don't let your meatloaf. Blind viewers are awesome. And I should know, because I'm blind viewsing. Yep, that's the way I see it. Get them hands in the air. Time for some wrist twists. Let's end on a wrist twist.
Let me vent for a second. Hey, shouty, it's your live stream. We gon' party cause it's your live stream. I try not to live too much in the future, you know? Need I say more? I got my mind on my YouTube on my mind. Every day I'm buffering.
Every day I'm buffering.
My blind views. Blind view says it's an iced coffee straight from the McDonald's. Who let the trolls out? Who let the trolls out? I know you smelling that hair, girl. I see you. Trying to catch me vlogging dirty. Try to catch me vlogging dirty. Trying to catch me vlogging dirty. Try to catch me vlogging dirty. Vlogging dirty. What we do here is go back.
See y'all next week.